Out of nowhere, the baby grabbed the bone from the dog. What happened next was truly amazing. The mom cherished watching her baby girl and dog play together. Their bond was truly special. For a while, the extended family had been concerned. Everyone warned against keeping such a large dog around a baby. Now, as they sat on the floor with the dog happily chewing on a raw bone and the girl napping next to her toy, these moments made it all worthwhile. Yet, in a split second, everything can change, and sometimes we can't predict what will happen next. The dog, Cody, had come into their lives in a very unexpected way. Sophia was working on the computer from home when suddenly someone rang her doorbell. She never would have expected what was waiting at the door. It was a woman holding a small German Shepherd puppy. The woman wanted to know if the dog belonged to Sophia or if she knew if any of the neighbors owned him. Sophia had never seen the puppy before, but when she looked into his eyes, she felt an immediate urge to help him. Living on a short, quiet road flanked by two busy streets, she noticed the puppy heading towards traffic as the woman in the car spotted him and stopped. After failing to locate his home, the woman ended up at Sophia's door. However, Sophia didn't know anyone missing a puppy. The woman faced a dilemma. She had to leave for work and had large dogs at home, making it impossible to keep the puppy. This is when Sophia stepped in to help. Taking the puppy in, the woman left. He was adorable with his floppy ears and big, intelligent eyes that hadn't yet stood up. On a hot day, when Sophia picked him up, the pup yelped. His paws were blistered from walking in the heat, and his tummy and skin were red from sunburn. Sophia applied a cold cloth to soothe his skin, which seemed to provide relief. For days, Sophia tried to find his home. She took him to the vet to be checked out, but he had no microchip. A purebred German Shepherd puppy couldn't just come from nowhere, but she couldn't find his home. She tried everything that she could think of. But after more than 2 weeks, she was giving up. She was also falling in love with the dog. The day that she named him Cody, she knew she was in trouble. If no one ended up claiming him, he was going to be her dog. She was engaged at the time, and they weren't planning on getting a puppy yet. But he quickly became a huge part of their lives. They loved Cody like he was their first baby. The only problem they ever had was when he was still a pup. They went to a family gathering, and since everyone loved Cody, they brought him along too. It was a great day. Cody loved her parents' dog, and they always had a ball playing together. Cody also played with the kids and even swam with them. He hadn't been around a lot of children before that, but he was a natural. It was a pretty perfect day. Later in the day, they gave him a snack to eat. That was when things went badly. Everyone was just sitting and chatting, and then one of the smaller children went past and rubbed Cody on the head. The dog did not like being touched while he was eating. He had never shown any signs of aggression, and that was what made what he did next even scarier. The dog, with his snack still in his mouth, snapped at the child. He didn't even growl or show any warning signs, he just snapped. It was really scary. Sophia and her husband both jumped to get him. It was lucky that the dog's mouth was full from the snack, or they were sure that he would have bitten the kid. From then on, they realized that the puppy had some serious food aggression. They didn't want to be scared of what he would do each time he ate something. It was important to get the dog training and help. They felt that he might have had some food trauma from being lost and hungry. The trainer gave them a lot of different exercises that they could do to help with his food aggression. They started slowly, staying in the room when the dog was eating and speaking to him at the same time. When he got used to their presence, Sophia started to hand feed him. He got to see that it wasn't always a bad thing if someone was touching his food. She made sure to scratch him between each bite. Then, when they did put the food into the bowl for dinner time, she made sure to touch it while Cody was eating. It was a massive win when he didn't even react. Finally, they took turns taking some of the food from the bowl. The dog was much better, and the next time the children were visiting, he didn't even tense up when they were around him while he was eating. It was a massive relief, especially a few years later when they found out that they were also going to have a baby. Despite all the hard work that they had put into training the dog and the fact that he hadn't done anything in years, they had some doubts. Many people told them that it was best to get rid of Cody before they had the baby. A big dog that had any behavioral issues, even if it was in the past, could be dangerous to a baby. But Sophia and her husband knew their dog. He was the sweetest, most protective dog that anyone could ever have. They had no worries about him, and they were proven correct when they had their baby daughter, Haley. Cody loved the baby from the moment he laid his eyes on her. When they brought the baby home from the hospital, the dog couldn't stop sniffing her. He followed them and the baby from room to room. He even brought his ball and dropped it in the baby carrier on Haley's lap. But sadly, the newborn hadn't figured out how to use her hands yet. Throwing a ball was not going to happen. But the good boy was patient. He waited for his new friend to get bigger. At first, he just cuddled with her every chance he got. Then she started eating solid food, and he scored big. Then the baby started to crawl. Suddenly, it was a lot harder to keep her in one spot. Sophia worked from home, and before Haley could crawl, it was easy to keep an eye on her. They would sit on the carpet with toys, and Sophia could do her work. But then the baby could crawl, and she started getting into a lot of mischief. Until something shocking happened. The dog started to herd the baby back to safe spots. The moment that the baby got to the stairs, the dog would get in front of the girl and refuse to let her get up. He kept her safe. It was super sweet to see. Then one day, an event would occur that tested the special bond they have forged. Typically cautious to keep Haley away from Cody while he ate, this time Sophia decided to treat Cody to his favorite chew, a raw bone, as Haley napped on the carpet. Unexpectedly waking earlier than usual, Haley crawled over to Cody before Sophia noticed. Just in time, Sophia saw Haley snatch the bone from Cody. In that instant, Sophia gasped and held her breath. What happened next was truly remarkable. Cody tensed momentarily, sparking concern in Sophia, but it seemed to be a reaction to the sudden movement. Haley examined the bone closely from every angle. Cody calmly rested his head on her lap, showing no signs of aggression. Haley could interact freely with him. Witnessing Cody's gentle response, Sophia swiftly approached Haley, asking her to return the bone. She then moved Haley away, allowing Cody to enjoy his bone undisturbed. It was well-deserved. Their efforts to help Cody with his challenges had paid off. This story offers encouragement to anyone facing similar struggles with their dog. What do you think of this baby and her dog? Let us know in the comments section. I hope you like it. Please give it a thumbs up and share it with all your loved ones. Also subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss the update from our channel. Thank you.